Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens up here in about 3 minutes. When I say live, all I mean is that I'm recording myself in real time. In other words, I don't know what's coming next. So if you're open to the idea of an unscripted, nitty-gritty, dirty look into what it's like to be a day trader and how day trading can play out, then this will be a video for you. So I will go ahead and pause for now, and I'll be back at the open. All right, have an order at 18 to try to pick up. Okay, got to change this down to 17 now. So trying to pick up some calls here on Tesla. Let's see if it wants to come down a bit more. Okay, now I'm at $17 on these calls. So if it wants to drop down a bit more, I'll get the video rolling at that point if it looks like I'm going to be able to get filled. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but this is options that I'm looking at right now. So I do trade stocks and options. There is a bit of a guessing game that goes on with it. So I'm going to go down to 1650 at this point. Going to try for some at 1850 here. Missed it. Too slow. There's the bounce. All right, well, never mind on that one. Suppose maybe got a bit too greedy on my ideal entry point, thinking that I could come down like it did. I'll admit probably a bit greedy on that entry point. Which ultimately, cost me. So not greedy in the sense of it cost me. Well, it did kind of catch me money in the sense of not having a winning trade, but not greedy in the sense of all of a sudden I'm losing a bunch of money. So right idea, pull back, it would bounce, but that's what makes trading very hard. Is think about it. I was right to buy the pullback because it would go back up, and it did go back up. Problem is the whole buying the pullback, I didn't quite get the entry point right because I got greedy on it, and therefore I'm not making money even though I was right. So that's the tricky part. You can be right about an analysis and still not even make any money from it. All right, I will pause and I'll keep looking around. All right, watching 66 here to potentially go short on coin. Oh, now Tesla all of a sudden catching my attention again, but I'll stick with coin for now. All right, I'll go ahead and pause, and if it looks like 66 is gonna come into play, well, here we go, maybe. There we go, in at 66. See if this can get down below 66.50. All right, I'm just hopping out there. To me, that was a very, very well-defined break point that if it broke, I wanted to see it get moving, and it did get moving, but a breakdown or get out, and it broke down, and even now isn't really, it's kind of just putzing around. Not what I thought it would do. I thought it would move, and it did, and I made money, but it didn't quite move as much as I thought I would do. So given it was a breakdown or get out, and not to pat myself on the back, but yeah, play that one right. Look at it. Right back up it goes. So I was partially right. I was right that it wanted to break, but I was wrong that it would break and then really get moving. But at least I was right to realize that. Look at that. So this is definitely a scalping market here. I'm glad I took the scalp because that thing sure turned around. All right, so $97 there on that one. Ideally, it would have been more, but yeah, like I said, I was just wrong on what would happen next. But that takes some encouragement. As traders, you don't have to be completely right in order to make money. So yes, you can be right about things and make no money, as I talked about earlier, but you can also be kind of right and still make money, which is always, at least in my mind, reassuring. So Tesla 766. An interesting level here, but a scary level, and one that I'm not sure I would want to take. I mean, the 5 minutes looking alluring, but I don't want to get suckered into something. I mean, it looks good, but it's still, given the general context of things, a bit scary. And yeah, coin. Back up it goes. What a little... Wow, that was such a great level. And zero follow through it. Just completely fake breakdown. Oh, Tesla. Yeah, I just can't. I can't go short here. I definitely don't feel good going long. I don't quite feel going. Basically, thinking 50-50. And as traders, we're not here to flip coins. We want to feel as though there's some sort of edge. And I just feel like either way it could go. So I'm just not going to take it. I'll go ahead and pause. All right, I'm watching 174 here for a potential short. So I'll either go a bit more in the green, or I'll be red and I'll be done. But I'm up 97. So when I say I might go back in the red, that's not like, oh, so that would mean I give up $1,000. I mean, in there it's 174.08. So we'll see what happens with it. Like I said, this thing is either going to recover or this thing is going to come back down. And need it at least at 173.50. That will be a very key breakdown point, though, at 173.50. So I'd be shocked if it actually breaks down through it on this push here. I mean, I would love to be wrong, obviously, but I could see it bouncing around here a little bit. And yep, there's the bounce. So nothing that wasn't catching me off guard. So let's see if it wants to come back down now. Or is this thing just going to completely recover? We'll have to see what happens. But I'll go ahead and pause for now. And because like I said, this is live. So for all I know, this thing is going to just chop back and forth here for the next 20 minutes. And I'm not going to have you, 20 minutes of you just watching it chop back and forth. But for now, I will go ahead and pause. All right, I actually got to go away from the computer for a second. So I have a stop loss in 174.76. And we'll see what happens with it. But I'll be back. But like I said, I have to leave my computer for a bit. So if I come back and, well, or am I just going to get stopped out right here? I mean, I'd like to, if I do get stopped out, I'd like to try to capture that on video. Not looking so good. Well, at this point, you might as well just stop me out for the sake of the video. Oh, come on now. Is it just going to sit around here for the next... All right, I'll pause. I apologize if I do miss the exit point. And stopped out. I'm glad I had to stop. Big surge right there. So yeah, I got a little bit of a move in my favor, but per the plan and for the risk reward and all that to make sense, I mean, I couldn't take profits where it was. I mean, didn't go where I needed it. I was going to say got kind of close. And I guess that depends on how you define kind of, but point being, never came. So I realized that the P&L, you could say, Clay, you had gains. Why don't you just lock those in? Well, because, I mean, that's all hindsight. I was thinking those gains could have gotten even bigger, but I was wrong, and it is coming back down here. But nonetheless, got stopped out, and I'm down $75 on the day. Tesla is still catching my eye. I'm pretty sure that I'm done, but I'm not going to say that for sure. But we'll see what happens. All right, going to try to pick up a call here at 1950. This thing's either going to make a move off of the VWAP here on the 5 minute, or it's not. Would like to see this get up to at least 768-ish range. So again, this is mainly based off the 5 minute. I have the 1 minute up right now. So we'll see if I can get a bit more of a push. I'm not quite sure that I'm going to be able to get what I want. So taking that out for $55. So not actually terrible. Like I said, a little worried that it might get rejected from that area, and it didn't. So I would have been okay. But hey, that's hindsight for you. Yeah, I mean, in hindsight, I should have done 5 contracts. That would have been fantastic. But again, I say that tongue in cheek because that's just completely hindsight trading. But all right, like I said, there's still some potential interesting setups out there. So I'm not going to commit to being done, but I may be done just because, you know, not the greatest day, but there still seems to be maybe some potential. Right now, down $20 with commissions. I don't know. Let's call it 30. So even if I am done, nothing disastrous. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pause. And you can see Tesla still struggling with that purple line there. Maybe finally does push up above it. But I do feel fine about how I played that. But at this point, if it wants to come back up, I could still be interested in it. But yeah, look at that break, and then back it goes. All right, I will pause. All right, going to try to pick up some calls here at 23. A little bit of a pullback here, but I missed it. Wow. I mean, I was on best offer. Still interested, but at this point, not until this thing comes down at 775, assuming that happens. So 775, the new entry point that I'm interested in. Potentially some puts, though. This thing wants to come up some more, but I'll go ahead and pause for now. All right, well, I am wrapping up the day. The market's almost closed for the day, but I've been away and I kind of forgot that I even had the recording going. So that's all I have. Closing down right around like $20, but with commissions, let's just call it $30. So $30 down, and it is what it is. And sometimes that happens. You can't make money every day as a trader. And as you saw, just couldn't quite do much right. I mean, it's not like I was completely wrong, but things just, didn't work out the way obviously I would hope they have. But that's just the reality of the markets. Not every day is going to be a green day. Not every day is going to be, a pleasant day. Not that, today was, unpleasant. But yeah, as a competitive person, as, I'm sure you are, and, that is definitely going to be a requirement for, successes. You got to be competitive. You got to be ambitious. Yeah, it's annoying, but again, within the grand scheme of things, is $30 something that's going to take me a long time to get, to dig out of a $30 hole? It's not. So, you kind of got to just sometimes as traders keep things in perspective and not get too narrow focus on anything. So that's all I have. If you enjoy these live trade videos, if you would like for me to continue to make them, then do a couple things for me. Hit that like button, leave a simple comment below. Even if you're just saying hi, thanks, smiley face emoji. Tell me what just tell me something, what you traded, what you're watching for the following sessions. And those couple of things go a long way in communicating to me that you enjoy these videos. And as long as I know people are enjoying, then I have no problem at all continuing to put them together. So yeah, get out there, manage risk, realize that not every day is going to be a green day, and it just comes with the territory. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.